I do magic with James.
Oh! Wait, where am I? I'm in a new location. I just appeared in this random place in the middle of nowhere for some reason. I don't know why I'm here, to be honest, but I'm just here for now. But anyways, have you ever wanted to learn how to do magic? I think you might have. But anyways, I'm going to show you a magic trick. So, I'm going to bend this card a bit here. This is the Jack of Diamonds. I'm going to put this card in the middle. Do you want it here? I'm pretty sure most of you are going to say yes. I'm going to put it in here. So now, look. I'm going to snap my fingers and it's going to appear at the top. The top card is bent. And it's the Jack of Diamonds. See, magic is really cool. Like, you can do a lot of things with magic. Like, you can do a shake change, which is pretty easy. Just do that, and yeah, that didn't really look like a good shake change. You have to like kind of like do it like this. So this is a Queen of Stuff, I think. You have to position your hand in a very, very precarious position. Shake change. Oh yeah, okay. Shake change. Shake change. Shake change. Yeah, it's not really that good, my sleight of hand and stuff like that, but still, I think it's pretty magic, it is. Right, so we're going to do another magic trick right here. So, I'm going to pick up this card and turn it around. It is a joker, okay? So keep that in mind, this is a joker. So now I'm going to flip that card back around, and boom. So I'm going to grab the joker and put it here. Now, a lot of people, I will ask, are you sure you want it here? And then a lot of people will say yes. So I'm just going to keep it here. Now, I'm going to use my magic on the top, and there's going to be a joker at the top when I use my magic. I snap my fingers, there's the joker, it's at the top. So, now, let's try this again. So now, just to make sure that there's no tomfoolery here, I'm going to shuffle the deck. Because a lot of you might be skeptical and say, you just use duplicates of the jokers and stuff like that. Well, see, I literally just shuffle the deck there, and just to make sure that I'm actually doing this right, I'm going to do, you know what shuffle's coming along. You can't really see it down here, but you know that shuffle. I just did it. But anyways, as you can see, just a normal deck. Now, I'm going to pick the card from the top, and it's a joker again. What a surprise. Now I'm going to turn that card over, pick the joker from the top, put it in the middle. Now I'm going to keep it in the middle, like that. See, look, it is going into the middle. No tricks. There's loads of cards in between it. As you can see. Now, a lot of people want to do magic. Like, when I saw magic tricks, I was like, how? How do people do it? How do people do the shake changes like that? Like that. How do people do that? And I was like, I just can't. It's just so cool. So then I eventually learned how to do magic off like YouTubers like Chris Ramsey and the Russian Genius. Those two YouTubers are like the main ones I learned off. And I also learned a bit of misdirection off a guy named, I don't know who the guy was, but I also learned a bit of misdirection off that guy. So it's pretty cool. I'm not really that great at magic, but you know it can be good sometimes. Pluck a card out of thin air. Like that's a normal trick. Like a lot of people know how to do that trick. Like, I mean, plucking a card out of thin air is pretty cool. But as you can see, if I do that, it literally looks like I pluck a card out of thin air. So so there's a little technique to pluck a card out of thin air, and you know a lot of people use it. So you see, if I turn off my camera for a second, so you can see what I'm doing. Turn it back on. Pluck a card out of thin air. You see, that looks so cool. It just blows me away the way people can just put a card into their hand that everybody knows that there's actually a card in their hand and pluck it out of thin air like that. I just don't know. I just don't know why it looks so cool and it's so simple to do at the same time. So I'm going to be giving you a tutorial on how to do some magic. I'm going to be teaching you how to do some magic. First step is obviously the plucking card trick. So you see, oh sorry, I forgot, I'm not actually doing it. So what you want to do is when the person is not looking, you want to grab a card and quickly slot it behind your hand. The corner of the card on your pinky, and then the other corner like right there on your thumb, and then when you're about to do it, bend it, put your thumb under the card, and then flick it up like that. So look, this is what it looks like from your POV. That's what it looks like from your POV. So yeah, you're just flicking it out of that position, like that. Now, so here's it in more detail if you want. So remember, you have to keep it like this. So you kind of like have to keep your palm straight. So if you keep your palm straight like that, it's not going to look like there's a card behind here unless you're like bending your pinky, which I have to do. These cards are not really like that flexible, but actually they are very, very free. So yeah, palm not straight, look a card in there. So yeah, more detail. So if you put a card in here, you just have to keep your palm as straight as you possibly can while still putting the card in the correct position, like so. And then you just bend it like that, so you push it in, then you grab your thumb, put it under, and then flick it out of that position, like that. So altogether it'll look like this. Okay, you just pluck a card out of thin air. Hi Sean, I'm teaching magic at the moment. You can be in the video if you want. So as you can see, pluck a card out of thin air. It looks so cool on camera, doesn't it? So look at the camera, Sean. Look, doesn't look like I have a card in my hand. Pluck a card out of thin air. That looks cool, doesn't it? We just got a little visit from my brother there. But anyways, we are going to continue with our magic teaching. Next one I want to show you is obviously the Master Shuffle. So I'm going to bend my camera down a bit, like down here to where you can actually see it. So that's as far down as I can bend it. So as you can see, we have our cards here. So what you want to do is you want to split the deck in half and turn it on the same side like this. So you want to like turn it that way. Now, for the starters, you want to have your middle finger wrapping around the bottom like that. But in this case, I'm going to flip the cards around. So normally I have them face up, so I recommend you do them face up like this. Now, this card is actually a spare card. I use this for my magic I'll be doing later, so I'm going to put that one over there. So, I do the exact same with this. As you can see, you want your cards face up. So for starters, you want to wrap your middle finger like down the bottom like that, and then keep your two other fingers on the top, and then put this finger on top like that, so it looks a bit like that, and then put your thumb obviously on the other side. Do the exact same with the other side, and if you do it with enough practice, you'll get it right, like that. So yeah, obviously everybody knows how to do the normal shuffle. All you need to do is this. So yeah, I don't really need to teach anything about the normal shuffle. By the way, I'm looking straight up right now. I'm only looking at like my camera point of view. I'm shuffling. Oh crap! There goes a card. I need to go get that one. Now let me show you the next magic trick. So I'm gonna bend the top card real quick. So I'm just gonna quickly bend the top card, which I did there, and then I'm gonna pick it off. And the top card is a Jack of Diamonds. So I'm going to put it in the center. Normally you ask people, do you want it there? And then normally they say yes. So then you use your magic like this. I usually do like this with my hands and stuff. It looks pretty cooler. Then snap. The card suddenly bends at the top. If you look, it's a Jack of Diamonds. So for this, you'll need a deck of cards. You'll need 2 decks of the same cards. Now you have to. So first of all, in this case, we're going to be using a Jack of Diamonds. So if you're doing the tutorial with me, you want to get 2 Jack of Diamonds with the backs that look very, very similar. This is the closest backing I can get that looks almost the same as the other one. So this is the card that we're going to be like magicking to the top, and this is the one with the duplicate. So what you want to do first is you want to put the Jack of Diamonds on the top, and then using your sleight of hand, you want to secretly grab the second card without them noticing, and then like bend it. They don't really see it if you do it correctly. Then, as soon as you take the Jack of Diamonds out, you put your thumb down like that, so they won't see that the duplicate down here is bent. So look, it looks a bit like this. Obviously, you can't really see that the duplicate is bent when I let go of my thumb. Then you can see it's bent, but still. Now you've got your bent card here, your bent Jack of Diamonds. So what you want to do is put that in the middle. Now obviously we know that the Jack of Diamonds is actually at the top right here. So all you need, so to make it extra weird, here's another sleight of hand that you can do. You can like flick it up at the bottom like this, and secretly grab 2 cards, and show them that the Jack of Spades is actually the top card, and then that'll make it a bit more, you know, interesting. So what you want to do is from the top, from like the front, you just pick 2 cards up secretly, show them that this is the top card, and then snap, and then the card at the top will bend, and it'll be the Jack of Diamonds. Now that is a really simple trick that you can do, and you can do it at any time you want. But you can't. The only difficult thing that you need to do is you need to buy like 2 of the same deck, or 2 decks that look very similar, and get the this card here. So now we're going to be doing another trick. Now this trick is pretty simple. Simple indeed. We're going to get rid of this because we don't need that for now. Magic to the top. So like flick to the top. Like you put it in the center, you flick it back to the top like that. So it's similar to that one over there, except it's just a tiny bit different. So what you want to do is you want to like, so you want to hold it like the dealer way. So this is the dealer way up here, and you want to make sure that the back of it here is facing towards you, so you can do your double lift. Now, before I show you the double lift, obviously you will need to shuffle your cards, just to make sure that they don't get skeptical at you. So just to make sure that they don't get like skeptical or anything, you want to do the expert shuffle. Now as I just showed you earlier, I showed you how to do the expert shuffle. So you need to do this, obviously. That will like completely vanish the person's skepticism until the magic trick is actually shown. Now as you can see, I'm going to use my sleight of hand. So the double lift. So remember, your back has to be facing towards you. Now what I like to do is I like to flick it like that. So I like to flick the back of the deck. So what you want to do when you're flicking the back of the deck, you secretly want to grab 2 cards at the same time. Now this takes a bit of practice, but when you do it, you could get it really quickly. So here, so as you can see, when I was flicking up, I secretly grabbed 2 cards instead of 1, and I showed them that it's the Ace of Diamonds. Now what you want to do is when you're doing that, you probably just want to, you know, turn it over like this. So when you do it, you want to like pick it up, pick the 2 cards up. You want to make sure you have a really good grip so it looks like it's 1 card. Turn it over like this, and then you just put it on the back of the front of the deck, and you say, this is the Ace of Spades. This is the card that's going to go in the middle. So then with your sleight of hand, you do the second flick, and then you turn the card over again. Then you pick up with so-called the Ace of Spades. But you see, since we picked up 2 cards, this was actually below the Ace of Spades, turned up when we were doing it. So the Ace of Spades was on top. Now the Ace of Diamonds, sorry. Then when we flipped it over, this became the top card. I get a bit skeptical. So then you say, I'm gonna put the Ace of Spades in the middle. And then just to make sure, so to manipulate them, to make them think that they are in control. This is what a magician likes to do. You want to say, do you want it there? Are you sure you want it there? And then just to make sure, say to them, do you want to make it more difficult for me to get it to the top? By putting it down lower. And then mostly they'll say put it down lower after you say that. So then you make sure they want them there. And then obviously I like to do a bit of magic, and then I snap my fingers, and obviously the Ace of Diamonds is right here. So that is how to do it. That's how to do the magic trick. So anyways, I'd like to thank you for watching. I have got another magic trick that I like to do a lot. But I'm gonna have to show you that tomorrow, because I'm in a random location. I'm in a completely random location. I don't know how I ended up here. So I guess it'll just have to be this way. So yeah, anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Do Magic with James.